So this is new to the Black Card Crew. This is our signature segment. It is called the Blacklist. Now, here's how it works. Every episode, we are going to add one thing to the Black Card Crew Blacklist. And this is basically something that society needs to either retire or call out. So I'm going to have each individual say what they think should get called out or retired. And we are going to decide whether it should be on a blacklist or not.
I'm gonna take it serious, and I'm just gonna go with mental health, because I feel like it's something that's pushed aside a lot of times, and just being around people and seeing people who struggle with things like that, and it's just something that's not taken serious. Coming from an educational background, working in education for a little bit, you see a lot of things that need to be taken care of that is just kind of pushed it aside because of age, gender, whatever else it may be.
So let me reiterate what the blacklist is. So the blacklist is bad things that we add to
Oh,
this list.
bad things. Okay, okay. My fault. My fault.
But go ahead. What you thinking? What you thinking?
See, look at preach. You see what I'm saying? You might have to come back to me. Come back to me.
All
Let's
right, bet.
come back to me.
I'm gonna make it
Because I'm
real,
thinking
real
I'm thinking
simple.
serious.
Cloud, we'll
And
start off with you,
if
man.
anybody
What you think should be on the
disagrees,
black-
you're about 6'7" needs to retire.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My
Put
students
it on
say
the
that, John,
blacklist.
every day. I want it gone. Burn it
Put
with
it on the
gasoline.
blacklist.
My God, get rid of
Oh my
I
goodness.
don't even need to say mine. Because 6, 7, it's gotta go.
All right, but hey, preach. What you think should be on the blacklist, man?
Okay. I'm a get canceled. Social media, specifically to
Talk about it.
Black communities.
Let
And
us
I'm
know.
a-
Come on.
And I'm going to say this, and this is why, and I mean specifically people who don't know how to formulate their own thought processes. Like I'm tired of every conversation being based on what you see versus what you living and learn. That was not even what I was brought up with. And I don't even know where the hell we stopped thinking on our own when. Facebook turned into tell your business. Instagram turned into see who fight. Twitter turned into, it just always turned into something else that isn't even your thought process. When you feed too much into other people's thoughts and business, for Black individuals in the Black community, I think Instagram, as far as movements and highlighting wrongdoing and systematic injustices, that is probably the only part that I would like to keep, and highlighting like success and what you can get yourself into. The informative side of it, we don't know how to think for ourselves no more. And then everything, it's like it's the form of everything. There used to be a purity to just doing you and experiencing life and living, and that's what you brought to the table. I really want it gone. I think it's a misinterpreted, dangerous, very manipulative way of doing things, way of learning.
Mhm.
And people aren't just losing their self, they're losing their sanity when their life is not matching some of this stuff that social media tells them that they're supposed to be checking.
Add on to what you was talking about, them that this new news from TMZ talking about, what's their name? Desmond and Christy Scott. Like, I always heard they were the perfect couple.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yes, bro. And he cheating. They built a lot of life, but she gave people the real. She was very transparent. But that's the couple that, as far as Black couples on Instagram and
It was
internet,
crazy.
they
It was
set
crazy.
the Sashis and Larrys, the Justins and his wife, like they started that movement. Facts are not feelings, and feelings are not facts. The moment you start confusing the two for each other, your life has been altered, and you have a dangerous time figuring out what one is and what one isn't. That's pretty much how I end with that. Just be careful with what you taking as truth and what you taking as lies, because this world got a real good way of giving you lies that sound so good that you believe it like it's true.
I was gonna say social media too, but Preach Daniel took everything that I could have mentioned right or not. So, and you articulated it very well. So I'll let you have that one. I'll add to that though, AI. I think that's a second part to that. It's kind of where we're going now. It is something I've been like kind of in my head about frequently, I'd say, because I think there's a lot of pros and good things that come with AI, but also kind of alluding to your point with like just social media and like being able to have that discernment of like what's true, what's not. AI blurs those lines so much nowadays. Where I think if for those individuals who get all of their information, all of their opinions, all of their perspectives off social media, I think it's scary to think about how like easily people are going to be able to be manipulated into believing certain things. Because now, not only do they have, I mean, AI can give you prompts, essays, scripts, pictures, but like now they have AI videos, bro. And some of these videos look so real, like that you really like. If you're not in the mentality of thinking like you really have to watch shit now and be like, you have to ask yourself, is this real? And it's like that was never a thing. Like if you've seen a video once upon a time, you could just trust that like someone actually it's a real video, but you can't even trust what you see no more. And so like that kind of goes. I just wanted to mention that, throw that on the blacklist. But then also my second answer that I first came up with after you had mentioned social media, I also want to put like trendy songs, like TikTok songs on there. I told you I like sports, I like music, whatever. I'm a fan of like music with meaning, substance, and like soul or like just real songs or like being able to hear maybe a triangle in the back or the trombone or trumpet or something like real music. And I think we as a society now have like gravitated towards like shit that's just catchy and trendy. And it started with TikTok. Like we'll catch a 15, 20-second clip of a song, and that song will blow up. And now the whole world talking about take me through there. Right. And it's like it's cool, it's catchy, it's hot, whatever. It gets the clicks, it gets the videos out there. Yeah, all, like it's cool. But like I'm thinking about like my favorite artist is J. Cole. And like as we most of you probably already know, like that 2014 Forest Hills Drives album, bro, like that's like music. Like I like storytelling and like
Facts.
not
Put
just
me on the
storytelling.
hip hop.
Yeah, but like actual like songs, like I like songs too where I can like just play in the background. I don't really have to listen to the words as much because like just the melody of it is a vibe. Like and so I think we've gotten away from that a lot. And like another part to that, everybody listen to music. Music, whether you realize it or not, plays a small part in like how you think. Like filters or your thoughts in a sense. People gravitate, they resonate with music. You having a bad day or if you're going through a lot of pain or something, you might turn on some right wave. You want to be motivated, listen to like Black Power or something, you might turn on some Kendrick, right? Like, so people like choose their artists and their songs based on like where they're at in their life at some point. Like, people like to resonate with their songs. And I think a lot of songs that come out nowadays don't really have a lot of substance for people to resonate with. It's all very surface level. And I think we're losing authenticity. I think we're losing originality. And I think we're losing like overall quality of work. But I think social media, to go back to Peach's point, I think AI and I think the lack of real good music plays a part of that. So you can throw that on the blacklist for me.
Bet. Back to you, E.
I'm still sticking with 6'7".
6'7". All right, you
Six
going
seven, bro.
okay, 6'7".
6'7", my
All right,
dad,
bet,
you know what I'm
bet.
saying? Education 6'7". Get it out of here. It's time to
I
go.
mean,
That's
as a teacher, bro,
2025
you
stuff.
hear that bro, you can't even, I teach so much content. You can't even say them two numbers together. You know, question
Facts.
6 and 7, 6, 7, like, bro, no, you about to get an F. 6, 7, that F.
I understand. All right. So, because this is going to be a recurring thing, a lot of the stuff that I would say, I'm gonna wait until another episode. But one of the things that I would definitely put on the blacklist, which might be controversial depending on how you thinking about it or how you view it, is definitely background check. Now, the reason why I say background checks is for me, and just for everything that I have witnessed, there is a serious case of nepotism to where a lot of people will ignore any resume or anything that you do and will literally hire somebody off of just simply knowing them or just simply because they're in the same organization, whatever you want to say. Like because they're in the same community, then they're going to hire that person over anything, no matter their background check, right? I'm mainly talking about like misdemeanors. I'm not really talking about felonies. I feel like that
Yeah.
is something that should always be stated, you know what I'm saying? And then I think another thing is, especially if you're somebody who, like, say, for example, and I'm not saying anything as far as like so crazy. Now, that's why I said this might be controversial. But if you're somebody who, like, say, for example, gets like a misdemeanor or something way younger, you know what I'm saying? Like in your younger days, but you're trying to clean everything up and you're trying to basically trying to start your life renewed. It is very hard to not only get a job, get a good job, not going through the background check and always having your application denied. But then also the process of getting anything appealed, getting anything exonerated, all of that stuff is they make it seem impossible. They try to make sure that you don't know what to do. You have to find that information out through other individuals, through other companies and everything. And they make it so complicated. So I think just as far as like background checks, I just feel like that is something that I would blacklist. It is controversial. I know that. That's why I said it. But I feel like it does a lot more harm than good. And I also feel like with companies, they really don't care. They really don't. There's so many different ways that you can get through the application system. And I just feel like if you're trying to look for a really good job and it's really difficult, I feel like that is one thing. So yeah, that is mine. I appreciate you for tapping in. Make sure to check out the Black Card Crew on all social platforms and come see a new episode every Thursday on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast.